everyone, this is Rose and welcome to my random channel. This is going to be like my current favorites. I guess I can say winter of 2016. Lucky for you guys, this video is going to be a lot shorter than originally planned. In between favorites videos, I usually keep a list of things I like in my phone. And probably about 2 weeks ago, I had to do a system restore to my phone, which deleted the list that I had going since the last time I did a favorites video, which I can't really remember. So I try to remember as many as I could. And I know this is not all of them. There's a lot of makeup, thankfully, and skincare. And then, of course, some randoms. Now, are any of my long-term subbies still out there from when I first started my YouTube like 4 years ago? When I used to like scroll like my favorites and stuff like that? I originally was just going to talk about stuff as I had them listed, but I am going to try to organize this for you guys so that, you know, if you don't care to hear about a category, you just, you know, skip right along. If you're curious as to some of my past favorites, I can link my favorites playlist down below. But yes, I'm going to get started with skincare. So of course I'm not properly prepared for this, with like my favorites laid out perfectly for me to pick from. So yeah, I'm going to be changing within frame quite a bit. Now this first product I've already talked about in my most recent empties video, which I can link down below. It's the Sunday Riley Good Genes. It's a lactic acid face serum, a treatment that I think you're supposed to use at night. I used this during the day and actually saw like a reduction in my oil production. But this is like an anti-aging product for all skin types, and it's really for lactic acid is an exfoliant. It's exactly what it sounds like, acid. So if you do have more sensitive skin out there, I would suggest you, I don't think Sephora would have samples of this. If you ever purchase this and try it, do a little skin test for a couple of days. Because I know I do feel like a tingling sensation, but it's a nice tingle. This basically helps repair, I think mainly its focus is hyperpigmentation and like texture on your skin that could be from acne scarring. But it also helps, well, I can just look at the bottle. It helps plumps lines, reduces appearance, hyperpigmentation, and instantly boosts radiance. So overall, the overall tone of your skin. Now this is actually not the full size. This is a 1/2 ounce, which was in like a kit that I got from Sephora, which I can link down below. So I actually used this both morning and night for roughly 2.5 weeks. I believe the claim is after 3 weeks, just to see like a complete improvement in your skin overall. I've gone ahead and purchased a second bottle. Now I am using this in conjunction with the following product that I'm going to talk about, which I feel like my skin drastically improving in the last 4 weeks is due to the next product I'm going to talk about. But I am going to pay close attention to this second bottle list that I used and expect, hopefully, if I can actually keep up with my channel, a more thorough review on this product. This next product is going to be a definite holy grail product, one that I'm going to use for the rest of my life because it is simply amazing. I know I've not been as consistent with my channel, or any of you guys like really surprised as I should be. But if you look back on, you definitely see the issues I had with my skin in my vampire makeup tutorial, in the random haul video, I know, because I know I get close up towards the end to show like a necklace and you can see like how broken out I am. This is by the company that I just showed you, the Good Genes, Sunday Riley. This is the Luna Sleeping Night Oil. Yes, an oil. And me being oily skinned, this stuff has completely changed my skin. The claims is 28 days. I saw results after 2.5 weeks. This has retinol in it and blue tansy, whatever that is. I know it has chamomile because I recognize the smell. You're supposed to only use 2 to 4 drops at night. And it's actually blue. Don't know if yep, you can see it. in my light right there. The next generation retinoid oil reduces the appearance of pores and wrinkles while fighting the signs of premature aging and redness. Delivers visibly more youthful looking, luminous, even-toned skin in the morning. Trans retinoic acid ester complex reduces the appearance of pores and wrinkles while visibly improving the signs of premature aging, fine lines, uneven texture, age spots, dryness, and dullness. Yeah, clinically proven to improve fine lines, radiance, and skin smoothness in 4 weeks. Yeah, I saw results with this. Now, of course, I did use my regular favorite acne skin treatment. That's by Clean and Clear, the Persagel. It's like 10% benzoyl peroxide. This almost helped like accelerate it. Like within a few days, most of my acne, even the cystic, even the raised whiteheads and pimples were like gone. And I've used this actually longer than I've used this. And I know I've seen a difference just in overall smoothness and in my hyperpigmentation, the acne scarring that I do have. My skin actually is not its best looking right now. You can see that broken out on my cheeks because the last 3 nights I've been extremely social. If you follow me on any social media, you'd see that I went to like 3 Christmas parties this past weekend. And I hate to say, there were 2 nights in a row where, for different reasons, I slept in my makeup. But I kid you not, like, after 2 or 3 nights of me using this, all this will be gone. And even all this does not compare to how bad my skin was just 8 to 12 weeks ago. Sunday Riley Luna Sleeping Night Oil is phenomenal. I got these 2 together in a kit on Sephora, which I'll link down below. There's still going to be a slight debate on whether or not this would be like a forever product for me, but this absolutely will be. The next thing, I'm not too sure if I've featured this already. If not, I'm going to talk about it again. It's a Lush Cuticle Butter, the Limited Flutter, and if any of you guys know me well, you would know that my face is extremely oily, but basically my scalp and from the neck down is extremely dry. And I actually use this as hand cream, to be honest. Sometimes on my knees and my elbows if they get really dry, and sometimes on my feet. And this works great. My coworkers love this. They're always hitting me up to use this up. And in my head, I'm just thinking to myself, my God, they have no idea how expensive this stuff is. But this is by Lush. I actually uploaded my first ever Lush haul a couple months back. So it's an all-natural product, and, you know, it's called Limited Flutter because it has lemon in it, and you can smell it. But it's very thick, it's very pasty. But this stuff, if you have messed up cuticles, if you have really dry hands, works great. I know I can rub this in my hands and can wash my hands a couple of times, and my hands do not get dried out. Now this is really random, but to tell you a little bit about where I live, my apartment complex, actually, I think they never want us to leave. We have like a restaurant, besides like a gym and stuff, and we actually have a general store. And these are, I'm assuming, some generic baby wipes by the company Little Journey compared to Huggy Wipes. Which, you know, I use these for their intended purpose, but I'll also use these as emergency makeup, like eye makeup and face makeup remover wipes. And these actually worked really well. Did not irritate my eyes whenever I wore any kind of thick, basey type eyeshadow, or not even waterproof mascara. The current mascara I'm using it basically almost goes on like it's waterproof. This gets everything off. Like, I actually went back to the general store at my apartment complex and they were out of these. And I'm tempted to like Google Little Journey to see if I can find more of these because they just work that great. The next thing, I don't have a container of it readily available because I recently got a new jar, but it's mixed in with my hoarder's pile of stuff that I still have to go through. But it's the Glam Glow. It's the mud that they have that's for acne. If you follow me on Snapchat, I've snapped myself wearing the mask. It is expensive as crap, which I hate to say this stuff is expensive too, along with this. It works phenomenal. Like, you put it on your face, tingles, your skin gets really tight, and then it changes color, like where your skin's mostly congested. That stuff, I know after like one use, my acne would be like so much smaller. But that stuff is amazing. I will admit that I've been kind of neglecting my Sunday mask days. But that mask, I've already actually gotten a new container of it. Is going to be my regular face mask of choice. And if I didn't say before, anything that I talk about that I can still find online, I will link down below for you guys. Next category is probably going to be the most exciting for you guys. Makeup. Now actually, I've gotten some compliments on my skin recently because I'm actually using a foundation, a drugstore foundation that I really like. I'm currently using the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Now, believe it or not, what I have on my face, even though you can see, you know, my acne through, has been on my face for the last 18 hours. Now, this stuff I would say is not, it doesn't work as well as like the Revlon Color Stay does, but it's a pretty close contender. One good thing I would say about it is that, you know, you do have to wash your face pretty thoroughly to make sure that you get this off. But it's not as thick as Revlon Color Stay is. But I'm in the color Warm Beige, number 5. This stuff actually, it's not really advertised as being like mattifying, but you know, it doesn't make me excessively oily. And then, you know, one layer does cover a lot of things. If you want like full coverage, you can use 2 layers. And then I actually do use this in certain spots instead of using concealer, just because the coverage is so great on this. So it has a pump, which is awesome, and then you can actually see like how much you've used through the jar. But absolutely expect, if I actually do a good job of maintaining my channel again, a more thorough review on this concealer, on this foundation. And the next thing that kind of coincides with it, that will hopefully be another video that I'll do, is kind of like the new makeup foundation routine that I do. I do this new trick that involves powdering my face before putting this on, and it's made such a difference in like the longevity of my makeup and also how oily I get. So stay tuned for that as well. Speaking of skin makeup, I'll go ahead and touch base on something that I don't have to show you because I had samples of it, but I've used the samples a handful of times, so I feel like I can make a good judgment call. But the Kat Von D Locking Concealer is great. It's long wearing, full coverage. I've used it underneath my eyes and it didn't dry it out and make it crepey, but it stayed on all day. And to go along with Kat Von D, again, please expect a more thorough review video on it. But her Everlasting Long Wear liquid lipsticks, I actually own now probably, what, 13 or 14 of them. So expect hopefully a swatch video. I featured a couple of them at the end of my vampire tutorial. They last all day, don't feel uncomfortable. The color is opaque and such an interesting broad range of colors. So the majority of the ones I own, I took advantage of a special edition like miniature set. Would be the mini sizes, but I own 4 of the 4 colors in the full size. Expect a video on those. And to kind of go along with concealer, one that doesn't work as well as the Kat Von D Lock-It, but is fairly close, I would say would be the Lancome Waterproof Effervescence, one that's been around for a long time. It's actually what I'm currently using now until I run out. I wouldn't say it's on par with the Kat Von D, and another favorite of mine would be the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, but it's a fairly close contender. This disgusting bottle of the Nivea Men's Sensitive Skin Aftershave Balm, I'll talk about it again. Not a bad kind of makeup hack to use this as a primer underneath your foundation. I've seen a difference. Now when I'm out of this, I don't see myself continuing to use it because I feel like I'm on a trek to either remind myself of a good face primer or find a new one. But not a bad, cheap alternative. Something that I actually left out of skincare that goes along with like helping my extremely dry body skin would be the Beauty 360, which is the CVS generic brand. Moisture-rich body lotion up to 48 hours of moisturization. It's comparable to the Nivea Extended Moisture Body Lotion. This stuff works great. I can actually put this on in the morning and my skin does not flare up or get dry or itchy throughout the day. And then I can wake up the next morning if I don't shower immediately and my skin does not feel extremely dry first thing in the morning. So this stuff actually does what it claims to do. New favorite translucent loose powder. See it all over YouTube, believe the hype. The RCMA no color powder. This 3-ounce jar is gonna last me like forever. I have a bunch of palettes, which I kind of don't want to get all into and swatch because I know I've featured these in past hauls. But I've been trying to get more experimental with my eye makeup, actually watching tutorials again and replicating them. The Urban Decay Moon Dust palette has been great whenever I need to add like glittery pops of color. And this is something really exciting. Expect hopefully a Beautylish video and me talking about that service, and then maybe hopefully a more thorough review of the Natasha Denona Star palette. I gave into the hype, but these shadows are beautiful. Now they are expensive as crap. I hate to admit that there is a difference with them. I'm not going to get into the Morphe palettes because, you know, I do feel like they have pluses and minuses to them where if you don't use a good primer, don't apply them well, they kind of all just mesh together. But they're not bad, affordable, more cheaper alternatives. But I have been using the Warm Matte palette and then the Warm Shimmer palette. I'll link the hauls where I've featured some of these things already. And then the last palette I'm going to show you is my Urban Decay Electric palette. I think my 500 subscriber giveaway inspired me to start using this again. Unfortunately, I dropped it and my chartreuse color cracked. Got this Mayron product, the Touch Up Anti-Shine in Light. This works great at taking care of your oiliness. It's not a concealer. It has more of the texture of the primer, even though this isn't the color Light and it has a slight pigment to it. But this has been a great blotting alternative for me to use in the middle of the day. Instantly mattes your face. And I know it normally keeps me oil free for at least 3 hours, which is pretty good for my skin. But got this off of Friend Beauty, which would be another favorite of mine. Another online retailer of cosmetics that I've discovered through Goldie Starling, I believe. If you sign up, you automatically save 10% off everything. Now, they don't have any samples, they don't have any reward system, but, you know, an automatic 10% off of some really great makeup brands, including this, is awesome. It's how I got this. It's how I've gotten some of the new special effects things that I've purchased recently that I plan on using in future videos. And then if you're actually a makeup professional, now you do have to upload like your credentials to prove that you are who you say you are. You'll save up to 40% off of everything. Friends Beauty. Check it out. I will link it down below. I guess before I get into like my random stuff, I should talk about the last little group of beauty products that I have, which would be nail polish. My favorite polishes that I've used that are oldies but goodies, that are, some of these polishes are like 4 years old, that I received compliments when I wore them. First one is a Julep one, and it's Caroline. Another Julep one, this one is Morgan. Another Julep, this one's Daphne. Another Julep, and I really like this one because its name is Rose. Milani. Probably one of the first things I ever got from influencer. It's a Sally Hansen Magnetic Nail Color, and this is Ionic Indigo. This is the type of polish where you hold up the magnet and it creates those waves on your nails. The next thing is a newer subscription service which expect videos on, but it's the Perfume one, Scentbird. When I first heard about it, I was just like, really a monthly subscription service for perfume, but it actually makes perfect sense. I will admit, at my old age, I've only bought myself one full-size fragrance ever before. And I'm kind of OCD when it comes to certain things, and when it comes to perfume, I like using one at a time. So it took me forever to use up that one bottle. For people like me who wants more variety but doesn't want to commit to buying full-size perfumes, this service is absolutely perfect. It's also great if you're indecisive and if you like men's fragrances as well, because once a month, actually you can pick them in advance, the perfumes that you want or colognes that you want per month. But it's $14.95. I'll link it down below. They send you this vial basically, which you just stick in an atomizer or whatever this is called. And this is how basically the fragrance works. The next thing I got off of HauteLook, which is one of my favorite sites. It's a flash website that has temporary sales, but you can get things for up to 80 to 90% off. I've been a member of it forever. I'll link it down below if you're interested. Another personal fact about me, if this is your first time watching me, is that I'm a runner. Go through earbuds like crazy. Finally committed to the jar of Bluetooth earbuds. These things work great. They come with these ear guards and also the clips that you can put on the outside of your ears. Has the controls right here, which allows you to answer phone calls, skip songs, raise the volume. But these things work great. When I wear these, they actually came with like a collar clip that you can like clip so that if you're running, it's not like smacking you in the face. But when I wear them, I put them behind my head and they stay in place perfectly. I've already mentioned the online service, online retailer, Beautylish. I would say possibly expect a haul video where I talk about the service and just how impressive their packaging and their customer service was. And then I already mentioned Friends Beauty, which is an awesome discounted online beauty retailer. I feel like I've already talked about The RealReal, but I'll mention them again, and hopefully I will bang out a video solely on that. It's basically like an online consignment store, a trusted site, so you can trust that things are genuine on there. But I've recently, well, in the past year, I've made some more luxury purses, well, actually, I've bought a couple purses, purchases through The RealReal. They don't even have a referral program or nothing like that. I'm talking about it because I genuinely love the website. So I will link that down below. Again, expect like a haul and a more extensive review on the service. I purchased another cross. I believe I showed off a necklace in 2 hauls ago, where I did mention earlier, you could see how bad my skin was. It was like a little cube that had a stone in the center. I made another purchase through this Etsy store, which I'll link down below. It's beautiful, it's rose tone, has not broken me out, has not changed color. I left it on in the shower. Beautiful, dainty necklaces. Next thing is another random. This girl is having tooth issues again. The CVS brand toothache and gum reliever. This is the gel that has 20% benzocaine in it. Works great if you want a temporary pain reliever. The next thing I'm not going to get too detailed about because I expect an insomniac review on, but I've actually tried a new sleep aid recently that actually I can tell after using it for so long has given me very positive semi-permanent effects with my sleeping habits. I'm sorry that this is so vague, but expect a video where I will talk about it and demo it like the other insomniac reviews that I have. Now the last 2 things are food related. The first thing I'm going to show you are these stock espresso shots. I'm a member of Amazon Prime. If you're not, you should be. Now it might seem kind of pricey, $99 a year, but if you do a lot of shopping on Amazon or online shopping altogether, shipping costs really add up. And with Amazon Prime, you get free 2-day shipping. You can order something on a Friday and get it delivered on Sunday. Also, with the service, you get access to like Kindle books. You also get access to Amazon Music, which is a great service to use. And they also have like a file backup registry that you can join for free that automatically backs up like all your photos and your videos that you may have on your computer and your phone. So much. I've been a member of it. I believe this is my 3rd year But I basically ordered like over 200 of these off of Amazon Prime for like 20 bucks. These are single espresso shots. Now the package does warn you limit 2 per day. I drink 3 in my morning coffee and I'm good all day. Each of these have 40 milligrams of caffeine. And these shots are so easy to use. And the last thing is this Bomb Diggity Mac and Cheese by this company, Racers Fine Foods Main Street Bistro. These are delicious. Like, this is microwave macaroni that does not taste like it's been microwaved. I've had people try this stuff and they thought that I made it. This is it for my current favorites. If I seem a little bit out of it, I've had a really long day and did not have or get, unfortunately, enough sleep last night due to the Christmas party I was at. Again, everything that I linked down below, I will. So if you're interested in learning more information or actually purchasing these items, you can. Again, this is it. Again, this is Rose, and thank you so much for watching this crap.